This is Tide Radio. Welcome to the Tide. The voice that you're hearing through your speakers right now is none other than your favorite little mermaid, Tammy Tsunami. Hi everyone, I hope your Thursdays are going well. The weekend is just around the corner, and actually, it's supposed to be quite a special weekend in Houston, Texas this week. So, October 1st is actually a few days away. And for those of you who aren't familiar, October 1st is the Independence Day for Nigeria. October 1st, 1960, that was the day that Nigeria gained their independence from Great Britain. And I do know that there's going to be some activities coming up, and there's quite some fun in store for the citizens of Houston, Texas, or residents, just people living in Houston. You don't have to be a citizen or a resident to partake in fun. Anywho, on the screen you can find links to different promoters, and if you're looking for something fun to do, just search up any of these links or handles on Instagram and go out this weekend and party like a rock star and turn up the way that Africans do. On other notes, this week's segment of Tide Radio, we are going to be discussing Bill Cosby and his recent prison sentence for sexual assault. So, real quick, for the people who haven't been keeping up with this whole Me Too movement, like myself, recently, Bill Cosby has been convicted. Yeah, he did get convicted for assaulting this one woman. And we will be talking more about that further on in the show. For now, here's this hot new jam, fresh off the stove by Sound God himself, Runtown with Unleashed. You guys comment down below and tell me what you think about this. I think it's such a vibe.
They try put X on me. They bring out the best on me. Now I'm gonna flex on you.
It's still B on the beat.
Champagne popping and the diamond bright. Wine, baby girl, just wine. See this up can kill everything inside. It's cool, baby girl, take time. Champagne popping and the diamond bright. Wine, baby girl, just wine. See this up can kill everything inside. It's cool, baby girl, take time.
We spoil, we know the thief. We get the money, got police. Tonight we gonna unleash. Smoking on the low low, counting on my low, yeah. Baby, me buy me no. They try put the X on me. They bring out the best on me. Now I'm gonna flex on you. Too many bags on me. Too many girls on me. Now I'm gonna flex on you. Too many women in my life, I don't really know what they want from me. Don't know if they love me or my money. Too many men who is just on me. Say nowadays all eyes on me. So many things my eyes don't see what I like. But that's why me I love Vanessa. Vanessa, do they give her holla. Oh, see Vanessa, na fire dancer. Yeah, she tell me master, can you do it faster? That's why me I love Vanessa. See Vanessa, no they cause the drama. We spoil, we know the thief. We get the money, got police. Tonight we gonna unleash. Smoking on the low low, counting on my low, yeah. Baby, me buy me no.
Welcome back. That was Unleashed by Runtown. And that was not the whole song. If you'd like to hear more, that track is available on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, if I'm not mistaken. And you can find him on Instagram at Runtown. He goes by Sound God. And you know what? Honestly, that's not too far off. So, like I mentioned earlier, William Henry Cosby Jr., also known as Bill Cosby, aka America's Dad, was sentenced this Tuesday to 3 to 10 years in a state prison for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand in his home. This happened about 14 years ago. So they say Cosby's bail was revoked and that he was escorted from the courthouse in handcuffs. This is really happening. I know that this had been going on for quite a while. You know, this was in the social media press and basically every news platform that Bill Cosby was getting attacked, and that there were quite a large amount of women coming out and saying that they had, been victims of assault by this man. And so today, I and a guest speaker of mine are going to be talking about this and sharing our own unique perspectives on this situation and the final sentencing, and just basically the trial in general. So my guest today, he goes by the name of Firu. He is an upcoming producer and rapper and musician at large. Super talented, super unique. He's quite young, but he has a good head on his shoulders. So this is a quick disclaimer stating that this video and the ideas shared in the video are strictly for the purpose of invigorating thought processes in individuals across the globe. We are sharing our perspectives in hopes of, encouraging you to share yours. We would just like to draw attention to this and discuss the current times, discuss what's going on at the moment, and how we can make it better, and how moving forward from what we've seen now, what we can do or what steps we can take in the future to avoid situations like this. So here's my guest, Firu, and I, riding in the car on a rainy day, just chit-chatting about good old Bill Cosby, who we all once knew was America's dad, as the best dad on TV, with his funny advice and his quirky sense of humor and his stern parenthood. He really sold that dad role, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who felt personally attached to Bill Cosby. And so this whole trial was probably a shock to most. All of that aside, let's jump into the tide and see what's current. This is Tide Radio.
Asked why did she wait all the way till now to put out her accusation if he raped her 30 years ago.
Okay, so who's the he we're talking about?
Bill Cosby. We're talking about Bill Cosby right now.
Okay.
And I just feel like if Bill Cosby raped her and put something in her drink and all that happened and she know what happened the day after, she could have went to the police and told them what happened. I don't understand why she's waiting until all this time to just randomly come out and accuse Bill Cosby of raping her, 30 years ago? Like, it's fucking 30 years ago. And why you held that in your chest? If somebody did that for murder, they would be in jail right now. I'm just saying that I just feel like she could have came out as soon as it happened. Why have to wait and sit on it if it's a crime that happened? You're acting like Bill Cosby. Don't you think he would have went to jail in 1980 for doing that?
Well, okay. I let you speak because, that's great. But here's one thing I'll say. You never, ever, ever know what it is like to be that person who experienced whatever happened to them unless you're that person. You get? Like, there's a lot of shame that is incorporated into being a rape victim or any of that. This is a man in his prime. Don't you forget. Bill Cosby, you said, would he have gotten arrested? That is a man in his prime. God knows. Maybe she did try to say something. Maybe some other girl tried to say something. you know who's backing him up? Insert name here of whatever television company you work with, whether it's ABC or NBC, or do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was the man. Do you get it?
Okay.
So maybe that's one aspect of looking at it. But regardless, even if, whether it was just a regular Joe Schmo, I know firsthand that it does not, like, every situation is different, and she has the right, she is entitled to feel whatever type of way she felt, and whether it took her that long, then I guess it just took her that long. But I respect your opinion, though. Like, don't think I'm trying to bash you down. You're asking logical facts. Mm-hmm. But, you know, in this kind of matters, it's not always just logic. Like, sometimes it's feelings, sometimes it's pain.
Alright, that's good. That's good. I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
now,
what else?
all that taken into consideration,
Yeah.
don't you feel like just putting this man in jail without any evidence except for word of mouth is a little illogical? It's just word of mouth. How many, like, anybody can say anything. You guys have no proof that this guy did that, raped her like that. Even if he admitted to giving them pills like that. It's the 80s. Everybody is on cocaine. Everybody is on pills. Everybody is off drugs. You mean to tell me that good woman has never done those type of drugs in her life, ever with Bill Cosby?
What type of drugs? You understand what I mean?
Pills.
What kind of pills?
The pills that they accuse Bill Cosby of giving her.
Oh, okay. Well, were they recreation? I guess it doesn't even matter.
All those pills are recreational. Perks,
okay.
they're used to go. You go to sleep off perks. Xans, you fall asleep off Xans, but the effects they have on you while you're up is the reason why you're high. I'm not trying to say that Bill Cosby may have not went G-forced and the shit you don't do as a guy to females. Yes, but putting it like acting like Bill Cosby, who has millions of dollars in his prime, resort to raping a white woman that he's already been friends with, that he's probably okay, I'm not gonna say he's had sex with, but they know each other, they're very familiar with each other. Why would he resort to doing that to her when he could get any woman he wants?
Because remember how you said, why would the man that I said is the man do it? Because, Phil, you don't think that way because you're not that kind of guy. Or I guess that's just not in your mindset. Like you just said, you're speaking from your perspective. What you just said is how you think. Did you get?
Yeah.
In his head, whatever the hell he thinks is okay is added on top of him being the man. Did you get? Mm-hmm. So it's times 2 of whatever that is. But listen, like, I don't have an issue. Like, I don't think it's good for him to go to jail now. Like, honestly, 30 years is a bit long. But at the end of the day, though, it is what it is. And if he's going to jail now, I would like to say, round everybody up. Like, if he's going to jail for some terrible thing, then let all the other terrible niggas in this terrible
But that's not going to happen.
Go for it. Don't stop with the black guy.
It's not going to happen. They are going to stop with the black guy.
Most likely. Or they'll find another black guy or another Latino or some other minority, or maybe just one sad white guy who pissed off the other white guys. They'll throw him out for bait or some shit like that. But
to be honest, but that shit is crazy. Harvey Weinstein is done worse than this nigga, I bet. But this man is a free man. Did he even do any jail time?
During his
whole trial?
He's been tried already?
I think. I don't even know if he did jail time.
But didn't Bill Cosby, he was custody for a while, right?
Yes, and then he got released and then he was back in custody again. Harvey Weinstein's been walking around during this whole shit. Maybe he went to jail for a few days, but he got out. And that shit's fucked up, bro. And another thing, all these other all this shit, well, why do 40 other women have to come out? Why is it? I just don't understand. Other than you're looking for money, how was
what if I am looking for money, nigga?
That shit, bro.
Nigga, you raped me.
But what if he ain't do that? What if he ain't do that shit? Any girl that he had sex with could just go out and say that shit.
You know how bad that shit is. Niggas be touching girls.
I know this, guys, bro, but you're talking about.
They're not even aware. Phil, listen. Before, you're trying to be a professional in the future and stuff, and let me just give you some quick hints, right? In this industry, the further you go, be careful with what you do with these girls, because what you think might be cool may have been cool at that time, and then she woke up and found out it's not cool anymore, or It was never cool, but she just didn't know how to say it to you.
Okay. So even if you're insinuating that,
I'm just saying, let a girl be like, take me, or eat my pussy, or
bro, even if they do that, no, they will still say that shit, bro. Think about it. Look up Selena Powell. Look up Selena Powell. Selena Powell, she's the same woman that said that Offset got her pregnant, right? And she faked the whole thing.
Yes.
And she damn near broke up Offset and Cardi B and shit like that. Females will do shit like that on a whim.
Yes, they would. I'm not saying they wouldn't. But that's 40 women coming at this guy like grata-ta-ta-ta, like.
Duh, they're gonna pull up now. Why didn't they pull up before?
But because that statement is a logical fallacy, my dear. They didn't. They didn't.
Not?
Like,
if it was that serious,
it sucks. But that's already in the past. They just didn't. For some reason.
If it's in the past, then it's in the past. Why y'all bringing this up now? You don't know what this man's been through to change his life.
Somebody got the courage to lead the crowd, and I feel like everybody else is like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And that, like,
and okay, then that's. You said what?
40 is a lot. That's
what I am saying. No evidence, bro. They got locked up with no evidence. Word of mouth. If I said that I got shot by you know what I'm saying? I got slapped by so and so. Who the fuck? Like, where's the evidence? What's the evidence for that?
So you think that there's a completely evidentless child?
Yes. That's fucked up.
Word of mouth. That's in the you need when it comes to saying I was raped. Okay. Fine. Let me not tell you you're wrong.
That's he say, she say. Everybody can lie and do what they want to do. She had the ball in her court just off her mouth. She's a white woman. You think they're not going to believe her over Bill Cosby? And plus, it's Bill Cosby. You know they want to, bro. You know they don't want Bill Cosby to have his legacy, bro.
Yeah.
You know they look how easily they jumped at that shit. Bill Cosby everywhere, every newspaper. Bill Cosby, he raped this and that. Over 60 women all over. Like, are you serious, bro? They shut this nigga shit down, bro. They knew they was doing, bro. They had that shit. Oh my god, this is it. This is all we needed. Nigga, they're on his ass because he's too rich.
Yeah.
Man, they do it to everybody. Man, they do it to everybody, bro.
I feel that.
Everybody goes through that shit. Martin Lawrence went through that shit. Everybody.
But Bill Cosby's
Cat Williams. Bill Cosby just went to jail, bro. And just like Mike Vick went to jail over something that a white man could do. Oh, this men being men, boys being boys. They will pass that shit away. What are you talking about? Right. They do that all the time. Like big fighting dogs. Y'all put him in jail for how long?
But listen though. Like,
I understand, bro. I'm just saying, keep it real all throughout. Like, just stop trying.
All right, so let me follow that up. Let me give you an alley-oop. Keep it real all throughout. But listen to this one last point, though. Do you think that the way you reacted to this, you know, or the world, or the people who think like you and are on Bill's defense, do you think that the reaction you guys give other little girls out there, or maybe not little, other women out there, period, people with pussies out there, that have had their pussies or parts of their bodies touched by men that they really didn't want to go through that. Do you think this would encourage them to come out?
Yes. Am I not saying they come out as soon as it happens?
Okay, so let's use this moment to say, let's go for it. Like,
men who do that
and say what happened.
If a nigga do that to you, a nigga rape you, go out and say he raped you.
Word.
Don't wait for nothing.
And don't wash it. As bad as that sounds, let me drop some quick tips. All right, let's use this moment to be useful. Here's some quick tips I read up on. 1, don't wash your body after the incident. I know it might suck, and I know you might not like that, but go straight to the hospital. His DNA is still in you. That's the quickest way to say you got that. Sorry about that. 2, hang on to anything. Like, even if you do have to wash up, hang on to panties, hang on to anything he may have touched, anything that might have DNA on you. Even if you do have to wash up, still go straight to the hospital and see if there's any DNA left on you. 3, speak about it. Talk to somebody, right? Like,
yeah, of course.
Do you have any
talk to somebody? Don't be scared, man. Like, you already know that man gonna go to jail if his DNA on you. So handle your business. Like, talk to the cops. I'm pretty sure you could be confidential with it. Don't have to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just tell them what happened, bro. You know, like, it don't got to be on the news or nothing. I know that's
the quickest and the fastest and the most simplest way to handle it. Get the DNA.
Yeah, exactly. Get the DNA. Let the police do their job. Exactly. And the police are going to do their job.
Because now in this day and age, there's a lot of people backing you up now.
Yeah, so they take it seriously. It's taken seriously, bro.
Like, Bill Cosby is that black sheep, and he's that scapegoat. And it sucks, but look, come out now. Like, trust that, you know, even if the cops aren't going to take you seriously, you could run to social media. You could run to other people now. We're more connected to where these people would have to be more accountable for their acts. So come out with it.
Yeah, don't wait or nothing, bro. Cause, bro, you see how it makes it less believable when you wait. Just go out and do it.
Word.
Like, go out and, cause, bro, I'm not the only nigga who thinks like this.
Not at all.
So,
but thanks, Phil, for coming and talking to me. And this is an interesting topic, and you brought it up actually.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, appreciate it. Welcome to the Tide, you dig?
Everybody always has, different opinions about shit. So,
Yeah. That's what this is for.
I'm just trying to get what other people are thinking.
And so that's it for this very first episode of Tide Radio. We are back in the studio right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Keep this as interactive as possible. Definitely leave your comments down below or wherever the comments may be on whatever platform you're hearing this on. If you guys have any more tips or advice that I may have left out, feel free to share. This is a community. We are a tight family. One more final thing. If you find yourself to be a victim of sexual harassment, there are so many things I could say right now, but none of these things would ever change what's happened to you, or will it make it okay or make it better? But I would like for you to begin by accepting full knowledge that you were not responsible for what happened to you. It is not your fault. You did not ask for it to happen to you, and it was not by choice. And you are in a position to be able to take this person down. Whoever did this to you needs to be held accountable. And if you ever feel like you need to reach out to talk, I'm going to be leaving the national hotline for sexual abuse on the screen. But you could also always DM me on Instagram or send me a message via YouTube or leave a comment below with your @name. Let me know a brief, short, story about what's going on and tell me to contact you, and I will do my best in doing so. So, thank you guys so much once again. We are all part of this tide, and we are gonna make it through. Trust me. Have a great rest of your weekend. Keep swimming. Love you guys. This is Tide Radio.